By my pillow.
Alright, so today's episode, we're going to talk about death. Yeah, that back there.
All right, let's talk about death in film. Okay. So, not to be confused with depth of field, which definitely can be used as a creative sense, right? But we're going to just focus on depth in film. Simply put it, it's the way you add layers to your shot to create a more three-dimensional shot. Right? So, let's take a look at an example real quick. As you can see, you got me in the midground. In the foreground, you got the edge of the couch. And behind that, you have the lights, the wall, and some whatever you want to call it, the far background. Basically, we're taking a flat image and we're creating depth by taking me out of the foreground and placing me in the midground. And we can even add even more of an interesting style by adding some action in both areas. So, what is depth? So let's take this shot for example. You have me in the midground, surrounded by some pretty flowers. In the foreground, you have the couch. Well, the edge of the couch. And in the background, you have the lights and the wall. If I were to add action within this area and within the foreground, it would create a more cinematic, interesting shot. Whereas if I were just, well, against the wall, wouldn't be very interesting. Simply put it, adding layers to your shot. This creates a more cinematic, interesting, more relatable style. This gives your shot a more cinematic feel. Simply put it, if you are a beginning filmmaker and you want to figure out a way to make a shot, you know, more cinematic, more interesting, add depth. Simple.